Hello, friends. Hope your day is being blessed and you are paying attention. You are aware of the fact that God speaks to us every day. And perhaps in some ways you may not expect. I'll be the first to admit and to tell you, this guy was the last guy I ever thought would be in the pastoral ministry. I started off playing drums in a rock band for 15 years and really thought that was the trajectory my life was going to go. I got a job in the Postal Service, worked there for 15 years and thought I would retire from the Postal Service at age 55. But apparently, God had other plans that I was completely unaware of. And one of the ways He spoke to me was through a good book. Not the good book you're thinking of. This book. This is an historical novel, best-selling historical novel by James Michener. And James Michener is a very prolific writer. Most of his books are very long. In fact, this one is 865 pages. And the two biggest complaints that James Michener used to get was, he's passed away. Number one, all your books are too long. Number two, all your books are too short. Because by the time you're really into it, you didn't want the story to end. So I'm just reading this book because I'm a history nut, and I still have it marked. I come across on page 205, there's a discussion, and it lasts only 5 pages. A priest in the Catholic Church and a woman who was a Quaker, Protestant, sat down and had tea. And they used to enjoy getting together every so often over tea and talking about spiritual things, the different understandings that Quakers may have that Catholics don't, and vice versa. It only lasted 5 pages. But at the end of those 5 pages, I was just enthralled. I couldn't get my mind to stop whirling. I wanted the conversation to continue. I finished the book. I put it down. I picked up another book by him, and I couldn't get into it. The first few pages, I just couldn't concentrate. That conversation between the priest and the Quaker, I wanted to continue. I couldn't figure out what it was. All of a sudden, I had an overwhelming desire to return to church because I wanted the conversation to continue. Now, I was born and raised Roman Catholic, and we attended until I was in my, early or late single digits. Maybe I was 8, 9 years old when we stopped going. And we didn't have any faith connection. I didn't have a faith community or church family that I was involved with for the next almost 20 years. So here I am, 1989, reading a book in Sandusky, Ohio. And all of a sudden, this overwhelming voice, if you want to call it that, get back in church, get back in church. Nothing about the pastoral ministry. Just get back in church. Well, Renee and I and my 3 boys went on a little journey, checked out 5 different churches in our vicinity, and we ended up at a little congregational church in Kittery Point, Maine. And God worked on me for 7 years. I just attended every Sunday and was involved in church life, as many of you may be involved in church life. But He kept on working on me, kept on working on me, kept on working on me. And then all of a sudden, 7 years later, I felt a call to go to seminary. So I took my family, went up to Bangor, Maine, and began a journey that has produced a 26-year run in the pastoral ministry. And I can't imagine doing anything else. The point being, that all started with God speaking to me in a fictional story. So I hope that you're ears are open, your heart is open, your mind is open, you never know how, where, or when the Lord is going to speak to you. I just pray that you're listening, because he can change your life forever for the best. Pay attention. God bless you, my friends, and may you be a blessing to someone else today.